Hey GlamFam, Linwood here, and today I'm working on my client Keke. I love her. We're starting off with a consultation. Keke is like family. She has been with me now for 11 years. For those who don't know, I've been doing hair now legally for 18 years, so we'll just let that marinate. This video is it's not really sponsored, but the hair is provided by Better Length. We've used this before. This is literally the exact same hair that you guys saw us review with Allison. This is Allison's hair. And the hair is in the 3C4A texture. This is clip-in hair. It's double wefted, so it's really thick. Clips are super easy to install, to open and close. I really do like this hair. Allison has been using it for a while now, and it's been several months since we did the initial video. I'll try to link it in the top corner, and now we're going to be using it on Keke. So we started off by shampooing her hair, and now I'm just going to part off the front section of her head. For those who don't know, I did use the Giovanni's Too Chic Ultra Moist Shampoo and Conditioner, but yeah, that's not really featured in this video, but still, I love the stuff. We parted from ear to ear across the apex of the head, which is the highest point, and now I'm going to be using the Too Chic Leave-In Styling Elixir. Not sponsored, it's just amazing and I love the stuff. I'm going to go ahead and apply that to the back section of her hair because I want to make sure it's as moisturized as possible. It's never really a protective style if it's not well moisturized. Now I'm going to go ahead and lightly blow dry the hair on medium heat. Now I don't need to get the hair super straight. I also don't need to get it incredibly dry. I literally just want to stretch it so that way I'm not putting a whole bunch of hair on top of dripping wet hair. We don't need any type of problems like that in our life. For those who didn't realize, yes, Keke is watching a GlamFam video because this is like her perfect time to catch up on her stuff. Now I've got literally like a 1/4 inch section that I'm going to be parting almost like a braid across the top of the head, just behind that first parted section. Basically what we're going to do is part that out and twist it down in like a flat twist. So I'm going to clip the back out of the way, and from there we're going to go ahead and twist right on across. This is literally just to keep this out of the way. It's not for any other purpose. This is going to be her only section of leave out, and that's going to cover literally everything else. So I'm doing that all the way across the back, and then in the back of the head we're going to go ahead and do a Dutch braid. Now for those who want to be trivial and be all like, oh well, that's not a Dutch braid, that's a cornrow. First of all, this is a Dutch braid. Thank you. I have tutorials on both if you would like to be schooled on the differences. Totally fine. Still love you. No hate given, no shade, but it is what it is. I'm going to go ahead and pin the tail of this braid up, and you guys can see it's not even a super neat braid. Like, you don't have to make sure that's fantastic, okay? It's going to be covered up. From there, I'm going to go ahead and open up this baby, and we're going to pull out the hair. I'm going to start with a 2-clip piece, and we're going to go ahead, this is in normal speed as I want you guys to see how simple it is to apply, and we're just going to clip it into the back of her head like so. Now, once we've done that, it is secure, it's good to go. I'm going to go ahead and speed it up from here, and we're going to go ahead and start clipping on up here. I'm not going to show the entire back because I feel like you kind of get the idea after seeing a few of these. Just so you know, there are 10 of them in the pack. 10 is enough to do the entire head. Trust me, there's a lot of hair in here, and I did actually have a 5-clip piece that was left over when I was done, so you would still have a considerable amount of hair in here. Don't stress on the details of that because, I mean, you've got enough hair for a whole head, trust me. Just for those who are wondering, I believe this is the 18-inch hair. It does go up to, I want to say 20 or 22 inches stretched. Now this is the very last one, which is a 2-part one, and or a 2-clip one, and I'm just going to go ahead and clip it at the very top, like so. Alright, so pretty easy in terms of all of that. And then once you have that clipped in there, you are set and good to go. Alright, now once you've done that, I'm just going to kind of fan it out, making sure that there are no wefts showing, anything like that, which there weren't, so I'm just kind of giving it a bit more fullness because Keke loves big hair. And from there, I'm going to go ahead and untwist the twist that I did on across there. So this single twist here, we're going to go ahead and untwist. And you guys can see it took so little time to do it. Like, the front of her hair is still very wet. It is dripping and everything. So yeah, there's no like special camera tricks going on here. This is literally that quick to apply. So no sewing, no gluing, which is a definite plus. Once I've untwisted all the way across there, I'm going to take a little bit of extreme gel. Again, not sponsored. I mean, companies, come on, you can sponsor a video. Anyway, I actually just really love this gel. It is alcohol free and it feels nicely moisturizing, gives a good degree of hold without crunch, and it's really affordable. I don't know what it is. Like, you guys can feel however you want to about it. I don't care. But I just have a special place in my heart for Mexican gels. This is a Mexican hair gel, and I don't know what degree of Mexican voodoo goes on in Mexican gels, but I very rarely have issues with them flaking. They are amazing. So whatever secrets they have, I need those industry secrets to pass on to some of these professional companies, because when I tell you, I work with so many hair products on a regular basis. I'm a hairstylist. I don't have a professional gel that I feel like performs on the level that this one does, and that's just all I have to say about that. So from there, we're gonna ahead and applied it to her hair, and you can see how well it blends. You can pull it back, like there's very little hair left to cover, and it still blends exceptionally well. So I want you guys to see, like, you don't have to be a pro to do this. Now from there, if I wanted to, I could pull this into a bun and use that extra 5-clip piece, but instead we're gonna go for as low maintenance as possible. So I'm gonna go ahead and part out and do some twisties across this front section. So I'm gonna do the first one at regular speed, because I know people are constantly asking me about like my twisting speed and braiding speed. If you follow me on Instagram, people are constantly saying that I twist really fast. It's not sped up. It's just the speed that I work with. I've been braiding and twisting hair since I was very young. I started braiding at 5, and so it just kind of is pretty easy for me to do there. So I want you guys to see regular speed on twisting, and then from there I'll speed up and get into the regular stuff, because no one has time for your time to be wasted, and we just love you too much for that. You know what I'm saying? I'm talking so much during this tutorial, but if you're learning something and you're enjoying it, leave me a comment down below. And yeah, so you guys can see here, this is literally how her hair is being twisted. I'll be doing this all across the front section of the head. So yeah, and you guys can see, I just love how moisturized the hair looks with this gel. It just gives a nice shine to it. Like I said, not super crunchy. I love it for wash and goes. It's great for all sorts of stuff. So from there, I went ahead and sped up, and I'm gonna go ahead and do just a twist or two in there, and then we'll go ahead and jump forward, because again, you have stuff to do today, like pay your taxes or something, buy groceries. Like, no one has time to sit and watch a video for 1200 years. You know what I'm saying? So it's sped up for a reason. If you'd like a tutorial on how to do 2-strand twists, I do have tutorials on that on my natural hair playlist as well. And I went ahead and did the other side of the head, so now I just have 2 twists left up in this top section, okay? By the way, if you have any questions, never hesitate to leave those in the comment section down below. I'm here to assist you in any way possible. I have over 200 videos on this channel just to assist you in hair care and styling ideas. So it is my joy and my pleasure to help you out. And I just really appreciate you watching, you know, since like I've already talked to you about twisting. And yeah, I want to make sure that you know how valued you are, because you're an amazing part of this family. From there, I'm going to go ahead and edge up her sideburns, because Keke is not a huge fan of them. So we're going to take them down, but still leave them very feminine. And we're just basically cleaning it up. From there, I've got a bit of Got To Be Glued, again, not sponsored. And I'm going to go ahead and use that to lay down her edges, because honestly, I have not found an edge control that I'm satisfied with. I feel like most edge controls are like, bro, we got you for the first 5 minutes, and then a little bit of temperature sets in, and that edge control has controlled nothing but your attitude, okay? So I'm gonna go ahead and take the ends of these twists and rope twist them across, and we're gonna do the same thing on the opposite side, coming in the opposite direction, and then we'll just crisscross that hair and pin it in place. So, I mean, pretty simple on this part. It's the same as flat twisting, you're just doing it with the ends of the twist. Once I've placed those, I'm gonna go ahead and grab a hairpin, and I've got 3-inch hairpins just because I like really long hairpins. They hold more secure. And from there, I'm gonna go ahead and put another one on the other side. So she's got a total of 3 hairpins in her head, and she has a section of about a 1/4 inch wide across the top that where her hair or her ends are exposed. So for the majority part, this is primarily protective styling, although technically it's kind of not, because her hair is left out just in the very front of that back section, if that makes sense. That sounds really confusing when I say it like that. But I'm going to give you guys a close-up just so you can kind of see how well things are blending. I want you guys to see how seamless it is. Like, the naked eye typically does not pick up these extensions. They blend really well. The textures are very close to natural textures. They do have one tighter than this as well for 4C hair, and they've also got one that looks like blown out natural hair. So definitely check them out, you guys. They are amazing. So yeah, and this is the finished look on Keke. Look at the texture. I absolutely love it. It's amazing. So without further ado, make sure that you like, comment, subscribe, share, and bye, you guys. We love you. Until next time, stay glam. God bless. And you know we love you.